In Warzone, the best way to win a gunfight is to use the correct guns, and when you combine a good player with the correct guns, then you get a brilliant combination which can slay a whole lobby with lots of kills. Now, you're probably one of those players that you want to be like this, and you want to be on top of everyone with the best loadouts, which are generally most used. So make sure that you like, comment and subscribe, and let's just get straight into it. So at number 1 we have probably what is the most popular loadout as of now, which could change in a few weeks because of the new updates, but for now it is the Kilo 141 and the MP5, which is what is most popular. The builds are on screen for each respective gun, and this is what you should copy and what you should use, and you'll find that even as an experienced or even the newest player, this is a brilliant loadout which can absolutely shred everyone and get you the wins that you crave and very much deserve. The Kilo is a brilliant mid to long range AR with a very quick time to kill and an easy to control recoil pattern. The number of blueprints and skins to combine are also impressive, and so you can go wild with combinations of looks for your new Kilo. The MP5 shreds anywhere from 40 meters and closer, however you can actually use it at longer ranges, but it's just not as effective, but the thing is you can still use it. Combine this with a heartbeat sensor, Semtex and perks, EOD, amped and overkill, which is going to be a common theme throughout, and you have a sick loadout. Now at number 2 we have another class which is very closely related to the last one, so I'll go over it quickly. So the previous class, Kilo MP5, you can just take that and just replace the MP5 with the R90 shotgun. Now with the Dragon's Breath rounds, as I mentioned in the Broken Guns video, your time to kill is well under 200 milliseconds. I don't know specifically, but I'm pretty sure it's around 100 milliseconds. So if you don't like the MP5, or you just want to get into more close, really close range engagements in Warzone, then the R90 is for you. Just be aware that the new update just came out yesterday on the 16th of December, which contains a new gun called the MAC-10, which is an SMG that seems to beat the MP5. Now as of now, because of how new this update is, I can't give you any in-depth reviews on it. However, as people start to level it up, it may replace the MP5 and maybe even the R90 as a meta. So keep your eyes peeled for more updates on this channel, so make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any of these videos. Now number 3 we have using the MP5 or the R9 as shown in previous classes, but with the AMAX instead of the Kilo, which is another loadout that slaps. The AMAX is better than the Kilo if you're good at recoil control, and it's best at close to mid ranges, which is why the Kilo can be better for certain players. However, this is why lots of big streamers and YouTubers you see probably use this and the Kilo. Now once you've got confident with the Kilo, this can be something you can give a go, because you're probably pretty experienced and so it's better for you, and you'll see that, you know, you're going to rock this build. It's going to be sick, especially when you combine it with the R90 or the MP5 from the previous classes. Whichever you use, it works like gold. Now at number 4 we have the next loadout, which is a sniper loadout using the SPR, which is a relatively new marksman rifle, kind of like a sniper rifle as well, and it's basically the meta for snipers with an almighty amount of damage. With body shots and a very fast fire rate, this gun absolutely takes down very quick. And it has a movement speed like the AX50, so this gives you the ability to get 30 bombs when combined with either an MP7 or an MP5 or even the MAC-10 once you've got it leveled up. Now Iceman Isaac released a video on the 16th of December using the MAC-10 with one of the Cold War snipers, which looks pretty good, the MAC-10 at least. So the SPR is probably better than this Cold War sniper by the looks of it, so make sure that you match this with the MAC-10 or any of the other SMGs and you're gonna slap. Now at number 5 we have another SPR loadout using the same SPR build shown previously, but here it is again, just so you don't get mixed up, but this time you're going to match it with an AR, because if you don't feel like the MP7 or the MP5 or the MAC-10 is going to work for you because of the range, then the Kilo or the AMAX shown previously in this video could be for you. Now if you don't think any of these builds suit you, e.g. they're too slow, the range is too, you know, that kind of stuff, then you can make a custom build of your own. Basically, change the barrel size, change the stock, you know, that kind of stuff, so you can fit it to your perfect specifications. Now another good weapon to match with the SPR is the Ram 7 AR, which is a high fire rate, closer range AR, probably, you know, you could squeeze it up to mid-range, which is also commonly used in the community, and, you know, one of my friends actually uses this, so when he's sniping, he's got the Ram 7 by his side. So if the AMAX and the Kilo aren't for you, then give the Ram a go, and I'm sure you're gonna love it. Now at number 6, we have another sniper loadout, because, you know, sniping's really fun, but this time we're gonna use the HDR instead of the SBR, because not everyone likes the lightweightness of the SBR, and so the HDR is more of a conventional, you know, chunky sniper, 50 caliber, you know, all of that kind of stuff that you can use with the same range and velocity as the SBR, but just not as quick in pace and movement speed. Now this again can be paired with any of the other guns, excluding the SBR on the list, you know, Kilo, AMAX, Ram, MP5, MP7, MAC-10, etc, etc. And this will make a banger of a loadout, which is fun to use. And like the SBR loadout, one of my mates also uses the HDR over the SBR because, you know, he doesn't like the SBR, so, to be honest, it's a good gun. Now last on this list, this class is very specific for one situation, which is late game, when you need to have the Ghost perk and a gun full of ammo, ready just to play passive, you know, try to clutch up, get a dub with your lads. Now this is basically between the MP5 Ghost and the Kilo Ghost, both with the fully perk on each gun, because different map areas work better and worse with different loadouts. So for instance, if it's very open, then you're going to want to use this Kilo build which is on screen now, and if it's more of like a close range, red buildings, green buildings, airport, you know, that kind of situation, you're going to want to use the MP5 Ghost, just because it's more adapted. Now once you've got the builds on screen, respectively for each gun, and then you can't go wrong, because in the end game, if you use all of this with all the perks mentioned earlier in the video, you're good to go. Just make sure you got Ghost on. Now overall, these are the most popular loadouts and the best loadouts that everyone's using, and of course with all the attachments. Whether you're a pro or a brand new player, it's all good for you. And so if you're going to use any of these loadouts, make sure that you leave a like and a comment down below, just to let me know. So make sure that you've obviously liked, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.